Hello and welcome to H. Greg Lux. Here I have a 2019 BMW X7 Xdrive50I. This car came with a clean Carfax report and it has one previous owner. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you around the car. We're going to take a look at it to see if there's any kind of damage, including scratches, dents, chips, or anything else. Here at H. Greg Lux, we want to be as transparent as possible and give you total peace of mind. So if there's anything you need to know about this car, we will let you know. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go panel by panel, checking out the vehicle, and we're going to go ahead and start right here with the front bumper. Let's take a look. Front bumper looks good. What about the hood? And again, we just want to know if there's any sort of damage at all, including scratches, dents, chips, or anything else. Looking good. What about this fender? And again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. Everything's looking good. What about the wheel? And this wheel is in perfect condition. There's no sign of curve rash or any other kind of damage. Let's now move on to the doors. Starting with this one, looks perfect, and this one looks perfect as well. Let's now move on to this fender, and we're just taking a close look at everything. Looking good. What about the wheel? And this wheel is in excellent condition. There's no sign of damage. We can now move on to the back. We're taking a very close look at everything. We just want to know if there's any sort of damage at all. Looking good. What about the passenger side? We're going to start with this panel. Looks perfect. What about the wheel? And this wheel has no sign of curve rash, just like the last two. It's in perfect condition. Now we can move on to the doors, starting with this one. But just like the other side, this one is in excellent condition. Now to this one. And again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. This one is in excellent condition as well. Now let's move on to the last fender, where again, we just want to know if there's any sort of damage. Everything's looking good. I'm not seeing anything at all. What about the wheel? And I can safely say that all of the wheels of this car are in perfect condition. There's no sign of curve rash or any other kind of damage. We can now move on to the interior of the vehicle. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the seat. We want to check to see if there's any kind of wear and tear, any kind of damage to the leather. And the only thing I noticed is just some wear and tear right here on the side. But overall, the seat's in excellent condition. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the door panel. Where again, we just want to know if there's any scratches, any tears to the leather, any kind of damage. I'm not seeing anything at all. This door panel is in excellent condition as well. Let's now take a look at the other side of the vehicle, the passenger side, and we're going to do the same thing. We're first going to take a look at the seat, checking to see if there's any kind of wear and tear, any kind of damage. Everything's looking good, just like the other side. This seat's in excellent condition, and we can move on to the door panel. Again, we just want to know if there's any sort of damage. I'm not seeing anything at all. There's no scratches, no tears in the material, in the leather. This door panel is in excellent condition as well. Let's now go ahead and take a look at the back seats, starting with this one on the passenger side. Looks perfect. What about the other side? And this one's looking good as well. Let's now take a look at this one. There's just some minor wear and tear right there in the bottom, as you can see on the screen. And now let's move on to the other one. Looking good, perfect. Overall, the back seats are in excellent condition. Now that we're inside the car, I want to show you a few things. The first of which is the mileage of this vehicle. As you can see right here on the dashboard, this car has 4,773 miles. The other thing I want to show you is that this car comes with a GPS system, as you can see right there on the screen. And very important as well, it comes with a backup camera. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the steering wheel. We want to know if there's any sort of damage all around, any scratches to the leather, any tears, any kind of damage at all. Everything's looking good. What about the buttons? We want to know if there's any sort of damage, any sort of scratches on them. This side looks perfect, and this side looks perfect as well. Let's now move on to the mid console, where again we just want to know if there's any sort of damage, including scratches to the screen, to the knobs and buttons, or to anything else. And again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage at all. The mid console and the steering wheel are in excellent condition. Let's now take a look at the trunk of the car, and we just want to know if there's any type of wear and tear along the back of the seats, in the sides, or along the floor of the trunk. And as you can see, it's in excellent condition and very well kept. Before we finish off this video, let's take a look at the engine, and we just want to take a quick look. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact one of our representatives here at H. Greg Lutz.